Good morning, Norman O'Grady, Prime Realty Group. A couple of questions that some clients had for me this week, so I'm guessing you have the same questions. First question was, is there anything happening in the market right now? Is it at a complete standstill? And the answer is no. Just to give you an example, this week alone in the Greater Boston area, we had 45 new listings come on the market. We had 128 properties go under agreement, meaning pending, and we had 70 properties that actually closed, physically closed. Now, some of these properties that closed, that sold, were properties that went under agreement in January and February. But nonetheless, we're seeing a lot of activity still. Is this like a normal spring market? Yeah, absolutely not. Usually we have 4 or 5 times the amount of activity that we're having, but we're still getting a lot of activity. Do you see the prices of homes coming down, Norman? So the answer is no. I firmly believe that if anything, prices will be the same. If not, they'll actually start going the opposite direction. And the reason why I tell you that is, first of all, we're not in a recession. I like to think of it as a deep freeze. But what's different? What was different in 2008? It was caused by the housing. The housing led to the recession in 2008. This is not a housing recession. This is an economic quarantine. So remember, going into this pandemic, we had a shortage of homes. Coming out of it, we're going to have a big shortage of properties also. Going into it, we had low interest rates. Going out of this pandemic, we're actually going to have lower interest rates, believe it or not. And as you know, the population of Massachusetts is just growing all the time. So it's a combination, but definitely prices will not go down, in my opinion. Another question was, what would you recommend if I was to wanted to put my home on the market right now? And I would say yes, why not? I mean, you can see there's a lot of activity going on. Nothing like a normal spring market, but there is a lot of activity going on out there. And if you're planning on putting your home on the market, give me a call. My phone number, my direct line is 617-818-3861. So in essence, we're showing properties just a little bit differently than we would normally do. So we're not having open houses. So when you list your home with me, we will have a photographer come in. We will have him do floor plans, and also do what we call a Matterport video. So it will be a virtual tour of your home. So buyers can actually see your home virtually, walking all through that property, just like a dollhouse, before they actually physically will come in and take a look at your property. And when we're showing it, we show properties a little bit differently. We're not doing open houses like we would normally do. So now what we're doing is we're setting up appointments, half hour in between each appointment, and parties will come in. They'll wear gloves, they'll wear face masks, they'll take their shoes off. I will be showing the property, showing them around the property. I will obviously open any doors for them, open any presses, any closets, so they can see. So they won't even be touching anything in the house whatsoever. And of course, when they're finished, then we will wipe it all down with disinfectant wipes before the next party comes in. So it's a little bit different, but you know what? Actually, incidentally, if you are thinking of putting your home on the market and you can put it on the market now, you don't need to wait. This would be an ideal opportunity, because in about 2 months' time, when all of this goes away, you're going to have a lot of people putting their homes on the market at the same time, a lot of sellers. So you're competing with all of these other homes in the market. If you can do it now, all the better. You could see there was 128 properties went under agreement within the last 4 days. Last 5 days. That's a lot of properties. That's a lot of buyers out there. So buyers are out there just waiting. So once you put something on, we will get a lot of showings. Again, Norman O'Grady, 617-818-3861, Prime Realty Group. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to call me. I'd be happy to help you out. Thanks, and have a great day and stay safe.